The ages from birth to 2 are the most critical time for brain growth. So, you may be surprised to know that a child should not be exposed to a screen until they are at least 18 months old. Ouch! That might sound radical to you or even difficult to imagine. So keep watching to learn why. Because I always say, when you know better, you do better. Hey there, it's Dee the SLP with Spirit Speech Consulting. If you don't already know me, let me introduce myself. I am a speech-language pathologist who encourages, motivates, and inspires moms towards powerful positive parenting in a dangerous digital age. I love teaching parents how they can be more aware of the harmful effects of excessive digital programming and providing guidance on healthy alternatives. Parenting is a tough job, and there is so much information to sift through out there. As moms, we often battle so many insecurities in our parenting, right? We wonder if we're doing it right. Well, let me tell you, yes, you are. There's no manual on parenting, and we all have to figure it out, and it's so noisy out here. So look at me as being your language development guide through this crazy journey of parenting. I am so excited to share my over 20 years of experience with you, so I don't want you to miss out on a thing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and you will see my videos a lot easier. Also, let me know if you like something you heard on this video by commenting and sharing with others you may know could benefit from this information. Leave me a comment regarding some questions you may have or any topics you would like for me to share. If you would like to follow me on other platforms, you can find me at Spirit Speech Consulting on Instagram and on YouTube. And I also have an amazing Facebook group called Intentionally Connected Parenting, where we learn from each other, lift each other up, and grow together in these very tough mom streets. So join the conversation at Intentionally Connected Parenting on Facebook. All right, so let's jump on in. In today's high-tech, media-driven world, many parents rely on the use of screens in some form to keep their children entertained or keep them busy while they're trying to get dinner on and just handling all of other life's demands. We all do. Screens are very powerful and very successful at captivating a child's attention with very little to no effort. Think of it as, okay, so I'm going to give you an example here, and I'm going to use cookies because I'm a cookie monster and I love cookies. So I can probably eat a whole sleeve of cookies in one sitting if I wanted to. But should I? Not if I want to stay in shape. I have to make a decision on what is best. Just because it's in front of me doesn't mean that it's good for me. I love the phrase, everything is permissible but not beneficial, because that is so true. Well, I want you to look at the same way as giving your baby a screen. Yes, it may calm them and give you a moment's peace. It may keep them occupied while you're at the grocery store and doing other things that you need to get done. But at what cost? Again, just because it's in front of them doesn't mean that it's good for them. So you might be saying, why? Where's the harm? I need a little peace sometimes, and giving my phone to my baby to keep them quiet for a little while shouldn't be a big deal. Well, kinda is. For starters, the brain is built on experiences. The richer the experiences, the deeper the connections the brain will make for development. If a child is not at the level of using words, they don't have the processing ability to interact with media effectively. Children learn best through using all of their senses, which are sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. Manipulating objects, hearing things crunch between their fingers, banging things together, watching lights change color, and exploring the world through taste is the best way to lay a solid foundation for brain growth and language development. Think of the old children's story, The Three Little Pigs. Each little pig built a house. One was built out of straw, one was built out of sticks, and one was built out of bricks. When the big bad wolf came huffing and puffing, it was the house built from bricks that was able to sustain the powerful blows of the wolf. You need to build the brain in the very same way. So how you build your child's brain really does matter. What are usually shown on screens are highly colorized, fast-paced, unrealistic forms of entertainment. A brain younger than 18 months of age has not developed enough to process what these images really mean. They're not able to associate anything they are seeing on a screen with what they see in the real world. So it's really like mental junk food to their brain. Studies have shown early introduction to screens and excessive use of screens were linked to delays in language development later. Also, behavior issues and an increase in inattention. So what is language development? Well, language development is the process by which a child comprehends and communicates with the world around them. So language development is really everything. In babies, it's heavily built on parent and overall human interaction because that's how the brain works. A baby needs the back and forth cooing, talking, singing, and playing. When there is a screen on, the opportunities for these skills are greatly reduced, and it could even encourage the child to desire more of the artificial stimulation that comes from a screen, which further decreases those opportunities even more. A child needs to be able to self-soothe. So this teaches them independence and confidence. And yes, the seeds for these skills are laid at this young of an age. So when your child gets fussy, don't resort to getting your phone to soothe them. Remember, it's like junk food to their brain at this age. Rather, use toys, sing songs, use your touch, and even let them figure it out on their own sometimes. It's much more natural, and the brain can interpret the input better than using a screen. Screens also reduce the connection and decrease socio-emotional development. Studies have shown that babies have greater difficulty interpreting facial expressions when they're exposed to screens. Remember, the brains aren't old enough to associate what they see on screens with real life. So it can be a bit confusing to them when attempting to figure out what your facial expressions really mean. Real life face-to-face interaction is the only way a baby learns to understand and interpret nonverbal cues and implied messages. So like I've said, when you know better, you do better. Our high-paced, technologically advanced society is just going to get even more advanced and more demanding. But even so, the brain will always learn the same way. When building a house, you do it the same way. It will always take brick by brick. There may be more effective ways to do it, but no matter the advancements, it will still require brick by brick. The brain is exactly the same way. You have to build it and be intentional on how you build it. So I hope this was helpful and provided you with the knowledge to make better decisions about how you interact with technology with your little ones. Build strong, mamas. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.